What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. So I'm taking a trip out here to California. And while I'm coming out here, I'm also getting some work done. I got contacted by someone that has provided enough credentials to me to say that they work at the California Air Resource Board. And they want to try to get whistleblower status. So I want to come out, look at everything they want to show me, and then I'm going to reach out to the new United States Attorney in California. And I'm also going to reach out to a friend or two of mine in the press that operate on both sides of the political spectrum. And I'm not going to name the publications, but I have friends that are editors at different publications that have different political leanings. Why am I doing that? I think this is important, and I think it's going to need to be covered and talked about from multiple aspects. I think it's going to have to be covered, and if it's talked about on both sides of the political spectrum in the media, people may take it more seriously. Some of the allegations that are being made by this employee that deals with grants and money that they give out really goes to things that we've heard on like the Reform California YouTube channel. Some of the comments that were made by Congressman Kevin Kiley on the House floor in Congress about the 10 different investigations that would be going on between Congress and the federal government. And I want to sit down, have something to eat with this person, talk with them. Obviously, we're going to record that conversation. And I just want to see what it is that they really have. They're going to bring some documents. And here's the thing: when you're becoming a whistleblower, you really put your ass on the line, so to speak. You really put yourself out there. You really put yourself at risk. But this person was very clear. We've already had 2 conversations on the phone. We definitely are not aligned politically when it comes to firearms. We both also aren't aligned politically when it comes to taxes and a bunch of other stuff. So it's not like, because I already know what the comments are going to be. Oh, he's that person at CARB must be like a MAGA insurgent or something. No. This person is a person that's born and raised in California and is super friggin' liberal. But they also have a conscience, and they're willing to leave the politics at the door when they feel that maybe a crime was committed. Now, they don't know who to go to because it's not. I don't even want to say how far this goes until I have to actually sit down and see. I got to see these documents. I got to see these books, these numbers, and then we're going to have to figure out what the best course of action is. But this is huge for being in California. And here's the other thing. This is not the only person from the California Air Resource Board that reached out. I had 7 different people reach out from the California Air Resource Board that wanted to provide us with information. So the dam is starting to sprout leaks. I'm sure if I'm getting those emails, the guys over at Reform California are probably getting those emails, and several other news-based channels out of California are probably also getting those emails. So, like I said, we're going to see where this goes. I'm going to listen to what the person has to say. I'm going to look at what they have. And, look, we've talked about this before. I've been involved in intelligence for over 20 years. My bullshit meter is pretty good. So if somebody's sitting in front of me or trying to provide me information, I can tell usually within the first 1 to 3 minutes if that information is actually solid. You know, of course, people are going to be nervous when they're talking to you. There's stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I pick up on all kinds of things. Like I said, I've done this for a long time, so we'll find. I'll have an idea pretty quickly how credible the person is, and then we'll go from there. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be an interesting Easter weekend out here in California, and I look forward to maybe breaking a massive story when it comes to the California Air Resource Board. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to focus on driving myself. My full self-driving keeps disengaging, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and pay attention here as we go up here, you know, through this last little pass and down into San Bernardino and all that good stuff. So I want to thank you guys very much for supporting, you know, what we've been doing here with the car channel and the new news channel, the news with TK. I meant to tag that in the other video. I don't think I did, but you can find it. I've put it over on the community post section if you want to see any of those videos. We did a couple over there today while I've been traveling. But I want to thank you guys very much for supporting the new channel, for everything you guys have been doing, pushing this channel, and I look forward to getting some great information here while I'm out here in California. Maybe we get a chance to make a difference out here. Anyways, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay petty, my friends.